Hi everyone, this is Carolyn, and today we are journaling on John 1:3. I'll read it in the Christian Standard Bible. It says, "All things were created through him, and apart from him, not one thing was created that has been created." And we're also using the By the Will for God, Behold the Lord Bible Journaling Kit. Now I am masking off the edges of where I'm going to paint with this washi tape. And I tried putting it on my hand, but you'll see when I take it off that there is some ripping. And I'll show you in a minute how to deal with it when the washi tape rips your page. It tears it up just a little bit. So I'm putting, I found these Amsterdam inks, and they are so pretty and they dry very quickly. Now I'm taking the tape off, and there it is. It's starting to rip. So I'm going to take the other tape that is on top of that off first. And then so it ripped going down. So I'm going to come up. I'm going to come up in a different direction. And then I'm going to have to cut that piece off. And it's just, I feel like it won't really be that noticeable. And then in the kit came this stencil. And I love how the blue background came out with the Amsterdam inks. Now I'm using Distress Oxide and going over that with the stencil. And I wasn't sure at first how this was going to look over the top of that blue, so I tried it in that little very corner, and I figured if I really messed it up, it would just be in that one corner. But I really like how the colors came out on this stencil. And one thing to be careful of that I seem to have a problem with is there's the stencil, there's the edge. I go over the edge, so I get a line on the page where the edge of the stencil is. If anyone has a suggestion of what to do when you go over the edge, I would love any suggestions. So here I am taking the stencil off, and I love how that turned out. This journaling page is going to have like a water and a sea theme about how God created everything through Jesus, through the Word. If you read this chapter in John, it just is talking about how everything was created through him. And it reminds me of the verse, "In him I live and move and have my being." I can't remember the address of that right now, but I will put it in the description. And so when we're thinking of these things, we just think of that God created us with a purpose in mind. Now, I did a couple of stamps that came with the kit using Distress Oxide, and now I'm going through the ephemera. I pulled out just the sea ephemera, and I'm just playing with that and putting it where I think it'll look good. So I thought putting the ephemera over the stamps, it would look kind of like a little cluster of the stamp and the ephemera together. And then at the top, the jar full of shells and a dried starfish. It just is like a collection of things that have been created by God. There's another verse that I am thinking of, and I will put that in the description too. It says that we are new creation in Christ. In Ephesians, it says that we are his workmanship. And Colossians 1:16 through 17 says, "For by him all things were created that are in heaven and that are on earth, visible and invisible, whether thrones or dominions or principalities or powers. All things were created through him and for him. And he is before all things, and in him all things consist." Now I'm using some of the letters in the kit, and I am putting them on. It's not exactly a ruler, it's a stencil for my happy planner. And I'm putting that on the top, and then you pull it down, and it should make it be in a line so it's not all crooked. I am notorious for putting crooked letters down. And now I'm going to outline the letters with my micron pen. I love my micron pen. And then there are a couple more letters in the kit, and I'm going to pull those out and figure out which color I like. So I collect the green, and I'm going to write out created through him. And then I am thinking something at the top. There just needs to be one more thing at the top. And so I pulled out these stickers. And at the top of the stickers, there's the little Behold the Lord sticker. So it tells you what kit you did it from. But behold the Lord, he created all things through him. So now I am highlighting John 1:3, and I'm going to put the date down. And that is my page. So if you like this video, I hope you hit the like button and subscribe for more Bible journaling videos.